It's 5:30 a.m. and I hate waking up early. The logical next question would be, well then, you don't like waking up early, then why the hell are you up so early? You don't have to be up early. I mean, I don't have a regular 9 to 5 job where I have to go in and I don't have to be up early. So then why am I up? And that's a fair question. So let me start with why I don't want to be up this early. The question is, why would I want to get up this early? You know, why wouldn't I want to get up, right? Like most people would ask, you know, since you don't like waking up early, why don't you like waking up early? Just for the same reasons that you don't. Because it feels good to stay in bed. It's warm, it's comfortable, it feels better when I stay in bed rather than force myself to get up. It sucks. Getting up early sucks. Getting up that early, especially before like 8 o'clock, before you have to, it sucks. So then why do it? Why not just avoid it completely? I have that little voice that goes off in my head too that says, it's too early. Just get some more rest. We need it. We deserve it. Just like you. More reason to stay in bed. There's more reasons that I want to stay in bed, right? Like I have more reasons as to why I want to stay up in bed. So like, what's the point of getting up early? I have that voice that goes off in my head too that says, you know, it's too early. You know, it feels so good in bed. Just sleep another 20 minutes, another 30 minutes, another hour, another 2 hours. I want to stay in bed. You know, it's a common misconception that people who wake up early and who are, you know, these success-minded people, these achievers, actually want to get up early. But from what I've seen is that that's just not true. They don't want to be up early. So let's get into the reasons as to why they are up early. And who are these people that I'm talking about? Some of these people are people that I admire, my heroes, people that I look up to. People such as The Rock, people such as Jeff Bezos, people such as Jocko Willink, people like Eric Thomas, who boast and brag and often treat it as a badge of honor that they wear, that they wake up so damn early. People like Casey Neistat, people like Lewis Howes, people like Tony Robbins, they're all known early risers. They all have different reasons. Some of them want to maximize the day. Some of them want to maximize life and think that, you know, sleep is something that you can do when you die. Some of them just have a great morning routine, but they all have that in common. They all do that most of the time. They all get up early. And I said, I want to be like my heroes. I want to be like them. I want to do what they do. So what's stopping me from doing what they do? Well, the number one thing for me that was in my way a lot of the times was that I didn't get up early. I hate getting up early. I really do. And a lot of people think that I like it because I talk about it and I post it. And when I was in my groove, I was getting up at 4:30 like a lot of the days. So people are like, oh, well, you're just a morning person. You're just good at no, absolutely not. I hate it. I still hate it. But I also saw an interview by David Goggins, who's known to be like the toughest guy alive. It's like Navy SEAL, went through SEAL training twice, and ran ultra marathons with a broken foot, like one of the toughest guys you'll ever hear about. And he said, you got to do something that sucks every day. He says, because it's going to build you up. It's going to make that sacrifice. You know, like The Rock talks about it. He says he wants to be the hardest worker in the room, which is why he gets up at 4:30, because most people are not going to get up at 4:30 because nobody wants to get up at 4:30. But if you make the effort, you make the sacrifice, well, you reap the reward. So I've always had trouble with getting up early. So I said to myself last night, set your alarm clock for 5 o'clock. I mean, you do that all the time, but you don't get up most of the time. The reason that I'm making this video is call to action to myself. See if some other people want to join me in getting up early every single day, or at least most of the days. Because I know we want a little bit of leeway on the weekends. I get that, I understand. But it's to showcase to you my vulnerabilities. I'm not perfect. I hate getting up early. Most days, I want to wake up late. I want to sleep in. I want to stay in bed. But I had to do something about it. Something drastic. So I told myself, how am I gonna get up early? What am I gonna do? And I said, well, what do you love to do? I said, I love making short movies. I love making these YouTube videos. So why not plan to make one first thing in the morning at 5 o'clock? I said, I think that'll motivate me to get up. Sure enough, I didn't even have to wait for my alarm. The thought of me making this video, this film, was what woke me up. Like the idea came to mind, and I was like, I need to go do it. I need to go do it. And I got up, and now I'm here in the middle of the street shooting right now at now it's 6:01. So I've been riding for like about 30 minutes because I started at 5:30. I think one of the reasons that I struggled so much, like getting up early most of my life, was because I didn't have something that inspired me to get up. I didn't have a reason to wake up in the morning. I dreaded what I was doing. I dreaded going to work. So of course I'm not gonna wanna wake up. But when you have something that moves you, some sense of passion, purpose, meaning, something that can light you up first thing in the morning, of course you're gonna wanna get up. It's gonna make it that much easier. So find that one thing that lights you up, that wakes you up in the morning, that it's not that you wanna tap dance out of bed, as Ty Lopez would say. If you haven't found that thing that lights you up, that puts a fire under you, don't settle. Like Steve Jobs says, you're already naked. Stay hungry, stay foolish. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. So don't settle. When it comes, like he said, when it comes to matters of the heart, you have to find what you love. Otherwise, you're gonna go through your career and a huge portion of your life, because work will take up a huge portion of your life, hating it, and then ultimately regretting it. Even if it's a huge risk, take that chance. Take that leap. It's worth it. You're already naked. You have nothing to lose. You're gonna die. I am too. That's why I'm doing this. And honestly, even if you haven't found that thing that can light you up, that'll get you up in the morning, do it because it's out of your comfort zone. Do it because it's something you don't want to do. Build up that resistance to discomfort. As a lot of people would say, get comfortable being uncomfortable. And then when you find yourself in uncomfortable situations, you would have already been used to it. And also, the last thing that I want to leave you with is I'm a true believer that success leaves clues. So if I want to be like my heroes and they're getting up every morning, I need to follow those patterns. Those are the patterns that are going to lead me in their direction, that are going to lead me in the path that they went down. And oftentimes it's the path less traveled by, which is a poem by Robert Frost that I often allude to in a lot of my videos. So everyone, find that thing that you love and do the thing that you don't want to do too. Embrace the discomfort in situations. Oftentimes that's what's going to make you stronger. And maybe in the process of going through all that discomfort, you'll find what you ultimately love. Reporting to you from dark and cloudy Houston, Texas right now, because it's 6:13 in the morning and I beat the sun up. It's your boy So Grateful Joe. I'm out. That's all I got for y'all today. Peace, everybody. Peace and love. Blessings. Take care. Okay, cut this one. All right, big boy's coming out.